we just got to Florence. We took the train up from Rome this morning, and if you guys haven't seen that Rome vlog from last week, I will link it in the description box. But here we are in a new part of Italy. Our hotel room, again, pretty basic, living on a budget, but it's fine, except we realized when we got here that it does not have a bathroom. Abida has gone to see the bathroom. I have not. What's it like?
Tiny. It's one bathroom for about 10 rooms. Like one toilet, one shower, 10 rooms. So if you need to go to the bathroom and someone's in the shower,
you just can't.
No.
Just don't try and pee is, I guess, the theme that we're going with. For today, it's already pretty late. It's 3 o'clock. So we're just gonna have a wander around, find something to eat, because priorities, food, please. And then we have booked ourselves onto a walking tour this evening. Hopefully it'll be a little bit cooler because it's hot here. Let's go get some food. So this is our bathroom, kind of a shower, toilet, 2-for-1 situation, which I guess is space saving. Also, toilet does not flush. We're on to a winner.
Oh my baby, got me staring at you. So I'm crazy, won't you bend that back for me? We won't stop, got your feet both locked. You get to fly with me. I can take you down for a ride. I take you around my life. Jaywalking, crosswalking, lip locking. But you, I know it, you know it, we make it.
So it's nighttime right now. We had literally showered, put our pajamas on, in bed.
I brushed my teeth.
We were like good to go to sleep, and then Abida was like, I can go for some fries. And we already had dinner, but we did have an early dinner, so I think it's acceptable that we get up in the middle of the night and just go in search of food with wet hair. And that's what we're doing. No shame. I can't believe this is where my life has brought me. I can't believe I'm eating McDonald's in Italy. But on the other hand, it's not like I could have got like a fettuccine late night takeaway. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. So I guess now is a good interval to talk about today and what we've been up to in Florence. So we went on our walking tour, which was super interesting. Florence is so beautiful. I mean, Italy. How is so beautiful? So the walking tour was really fun. We just went around the city, saw some interesting sights. Did you know there's graffiti on the wall here that is graffiti by Michelangelo? Just casual graffiti, not even like a great work of art, just like he was like, hey, I'm just gonna do some graffiti on the side of this building, casually. So when we were in the tour guide told us that there's a place here that apparently has the world's best sandwich. I don't know how true that is, but we are intrigued to find out. So we're definitely gonna take time to go and check that out. But for tonight, we're just going to call it a night, get some sleep, and head off on our wine tour tomorrow. Fun! It's a wine tour day.
We love wine.
We do love wine. Yay, wine. That was a lot of wine. That was more wine than I was expecting. This is vineyard number 2. Are you ready for more wine?
Yes.
In charge of the map.
I don't know why.
I don't know why. Neither of us are good with directions, but I don't feel confident about this. We're in an alleyway with no other people. So we came to visit this town. I actually don't know where I am right now. I didn't listen to the tour guide properly when we were on the bus. Avita, what is this town?
It's on the map. It's in my bag.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows where we are, but it is the most beautiful place I've ever been in my life. We're at the top now. It was a long climb, but worth it because the view is amazing. And there are all these rooftops. It feels very like Beauty and the Beast, you know, like Gaston hopping on the roofs. It's a whole thing. I'm living my best Disney life and I love it. Today we are in Pisa, as in Leaning Tower of, and we just got here on the train because there were tours from Florence to Pisa, which, did they even include a tour?
No. It was
No.
just like, we'll take you there, you get 3 hours of free time.
We were just going to be paying someone €50 to take us on the train, bring us to Pisa, not give us a tour, let us wander around, and then take us back on the train. But we were like, we can just take the train by ourselves. Like, it's €8.70 either way. So that's like less than €20 to come on the train, spend as much time as we want, as opposed to taking a tour bus and spending like €50. So we made it on the train. We are here. And the weather is doing some questionable things today. It's a little bit muggy, a little bit rainy, a little bit sunny, a little bit of everything. So hopefully we stay dry. Let's go find this tower that is leaning.
Right there.
Oh, perfect. My life come to this. I am literally hanging my head out of the first story window of our hotel because our budget friendly hotel was a little too basic and there is no hairdryer. So I'm trying to just air dry my hair as best I can without accidentally falling to my death. Abita's over here shaving her legs in the sink because we don't have a bathroom. Like, why have we done this to ourselves? Honestly, now is a good time to talk about what happened on our last night in Rome, because I keep meaning to vlog about it because it was the weirdest and most terrifying hotel experience that we've had to date. And I mean, if this is your first time joining us on a travel vlog, this pretty low-key and standard, just like we pick the weirdest places to stay. We always have some kind of creepy adventure. Rome was the creepiest. So the last night that we were in Rome, right after we wrapped up last week's vlog, we turned out the lights, I put my earplugs in, was going to sleep. Sorry, there's a lot of traffic down on the road where I'm drying my hair. So it was dark, we were in bed, it was about 10:30 at night. We had to be up pretty early the next day to come to Florence. And all of a sudden I just heard Abida shout something and I was like, what is she talking about? Like, I couldn't get my earplugs out. I was like up in bed, like, what is happening? Really disoriented, it was dark, I didn't understand. And I'm still scrambling to get my earplugs out. She's still shouting about something. And then when I finally took my earplugs out, Abida's at the door. And what had happened was, one of the guys at reception had knocked 10:30 at night. Kind of reminds me of the car guy in Oman, who was like, I work at 11 o'clock at night, so everyone else should too. So kind of like that, but worse, because he had knocked the door and I hadn't heard him, I was asleep. Abida had heard him but had chosen, you know, it's 10:30 at night, wait until tomorrow, which is reasonable. And then when he didn't get a response, he just let himself into our hotel room in the middle of the night with the front desk key. Even creepier, is the night before, when we had ended up going to the Trevi Fountain and all of that kind of thing. We got back. As we were coming back in, Abida and I were chatting. She locked the door as we came into the room. Then we went to sleep. No kind of big adventure there. Just lock the door, go to sleep. Then at midnight, my phone woke me. And I was like, this thing should be on silent. So I got up, went to put it onto silent. And as I was walking, I looked and saw that our door was open. Not just unlocked, but like open. And it was the middle of the night. I was like, that's kind of weird, because I definitely saw Abida lock it, but in my head I'm thinking like maybe she didn't turn it all the way, maybe it didn't like click into place, maybe it's a dodgy door. And then when I told Cody about it, he was like, but why do you think that the door opened of its own accord? Which is a good point, because even if it wasn't locked, it wouldn't open itself. So that was creepy, having then the next night had the guy use the key to get into our room. Is that just like the thing that they do there? They just walk into your room in the middle of the night when you're asleep? It's just really unnerving to think about. So don't stay there. It was the, what was it called? Toward Hotel. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it just on that basis. This place, no hairdryer, no bathroom, but you know, no one's trying to get into my room while I'm asleep, so it's not so bad. So we're getting ready, if that's what you can call this, to go out for a nice dinner to try and make up for the fact that we're living like, I don't even know. Not even when I was a student did I live this way. What is my life? I've regressed about 10 years. But we're gonna turn it around and go for a nice dinner and pretend that we're fancy, because we like to do that. Today is our last day in Italy. We're heading to get breakfast from that shop that has like best sandwiches in the world. To answer that question, is that really true?
World's best sandwich.
We'll see.
What's the verdict?
Good. Really good. So we just finished our sandwiches.
I agree with the statement, best sandwich.
Yeah, it was definitely the best sandwich I've ever had. Although when we went in there, and we were like, do you have any vegetarian options?
He looked at us and goes, we're known for the best pork sandwiches.
Yeah. He was judging, like he was unhappy about making us a sandwich with no pork. He was like, we're famous for our pork. I'm like, well, be that as it may, neither of us can eat that. So he was very, I feel like he was offended at us eating vegetables in a sandwich. It really upset him, but it was still the most incredible sandwich.
It had truffles, zucchini, tomato.
Oh, it was just amazing. It seems like there's been an influx of people today.
Yeah, today you can't move, but it's never been like this any other days we've been here.
I don't know where all these people came from. It's like several thousand people just descended on Florence this morning. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So we're trying to find this place called O Vesuvio's restaurant. We are determined to eat there tonight because we just had the weirdest experience with this place earlier. We were walking down the street and the guy who gave me the card came over, handed me the card, didn't even know how he did it. He somehow got it in my hand, and then he just starts like talking to me in a really friendly and endearing way, entirely in Italian. No idea what he's talking about. He knows that I don't know, but he keeps talking anyway. And then he was like, best pizza from Naples. And I was like, oh, okay. Then he proceeds to give us instructions and directions of how to get to this place. Again, completely in Italian. We went to the place to like suss it out, and then Abida's favorite part of the day happened, because there was this woman giving out free samples of pizza, and she was really selling it. Like, I've never seen someone sell it the way she was like, this is in the oven right now, it's in the oven, it's in the oven. And I was like, okay. Then this family was walking past and she was trying to get them to try a sample of the pizza. And they were like, no, no, we don't want any. And then she was like no, it's in the oven. Come and see our oven. Look at our oven, our oven.
We have the best oven.
And they were like, no, we don't want any pizza. She was like, look at our oven. Look at our oven. And then they were like, okay, table for 8, please. It's weird. Like, they're some good salespeople.
But we have respect for these people now, so we're gonna go eat at the restaurant.
We do. It's the best because here and in Rome also, like, people are trying to sell you things all the time. Like, everyone's always trying to get you to buy something or spend money somewhere. But these people were just the best salespeople.
And they didn't do it in an aggressive way. They were just very like...
They just love what they do. They are just like spreading genuine passion. They're like, look at my oven. My oven is amazing. Come and see. She just genuinely loved it. The guy with the cards, he had so much enthusiasm. No clue what he was talking about.
I want to be friends with these people.
They just are so happy and so excited about what they do. So we're gonna find them and we're gonna eat there.
Yes, we are. All that's left.
You're ready to head to the airport. It's really early in the morning and I don't have the energy for a long outro. So Italy, it's been fun and I will see you guys in my next adventure. Thanks for watching. Bye.